virtually for this live streaming concert coming to you from the DeKalb Public Library. And thank you to the DeKalb Public Library for inviting us to be part of this kickoff of the Ukulele Lending Library. We're very happy to participate in that effort. And we're going to talk more about that toward the end of our show and how you can access ukuleles. We like to shake things up for the assumptions. Shake up the assumptions of what we might have about the ukulele. And that might be in our selection of music, like the 1999 you just heard, and also in our style of play. Wild Blue Ukulele Orchestra, as our name implies, plays orchestrated arrangements in ensemble. So that means that we're all playing different parts that come together to make music, and we hope that it's music you really enjoy. We want to surprise you a little and entertain you a lot, and maybe inspire you to try this out yourself this afternoon. There's going to be some questions, an opportunity for questions at the end of the program, so if you have questions about the instruments we play, how we play them, we'll be happy to talk to you about that at the end. So we're going to start by featuring some songs of three very different genres that feature individual members of our group with some special talents. We're going to start with vocals of Nell Conley on a jazz standard, a Duke Ellington jazz standard, I'm Beginning to See the Light. And then we'll follow that with Tzu-Tsin Wu, which she'll show us what some complex strumming is all about on the ukulele, on a sort of legendary ukulele piece called Crazy G. And then Eric Schroeder in the back is going to take his uke where few ukes have gone before, on Earth, Wind, and Fire's soulful That's the Way of the World. So let's get started. at the library, and you can clap if you'd like.
Yeah.
You're going to need to get your passport on this next group of songs. Most people associate the ukulele with Hawaii. And in fact, the instrument was introduced to the South Pacific and Hawaii through the Portuguese workers who went to work in the sugar fields in the 1870s. So it's really a European instrument adopted in Hawaii and mastered by Hawaiians. But today it is truly a world instrument. And so we're going to take you on a little journey around the world. We're going to start with Southern California, and then we'll go to Japan and end up in Cuba, all in under 15 minutes. So generally the lowest note is middle C, but it's called a reentrant tuning instrument, so that the strings, the lowest string on the instrument is not the bottom one. If you play the guitar, the strings go from high to low. But in the case of the ukulele, and as they're tuning, it goes high G, middle C, then E and A. So it's an unusual tuning, but there's only 4 strings. How hard can it be to tune a ukulele?
Keeping it tuned is another thing.
Yeah. He plays the U bass, and he also does most of our arrangements, like that one. Next to him is Eric Schroeder. He's Mr. Do-It-All. He plays the banjolele and the baritone and the concert uke. He also writes original music for ukulele and does it all, basically, with the wah-wah pedal even. Sophia Varkados is behind me here. She plays the tenor uke. We're going to talk about the different instruments that we have to play. But she plays the tenor. She's also our great graphic designer. She does our logo and all of our publicity and does a great job with that. In the corner here is Sue Kloffenstein. She plays the soprano ukulele, which is the smallest ukulele that we play. It's what we think of as the traditional Hawaiian instrument, and she's a rock star on that little thing. Suzanne Wu, she is a graduate student in the World Music Program at NIU, and she can do amazing things with 4 strings, and it doesn't matter what 4 strings they are. You're going to see a traditional Chinese instrument in a little bit. Jen Conley on the far end is our musical director. She plays baritone ukulele as well as keeps us sort of all in order and on time. You want to show us concert too? Okay, so she plays several different ones, tenor and baritone. And I'm Carolyn Law. I play a tenor size uke. We can talk about our instruments later. And then Mel Conley is, plays a concert uke and is also our great vocalist. And this moves us into our musical theater portion of the program, because nothing says ukulele like show tunes, right? So the first song is going to be from a show called Hamilton. You may have heard of that. It's arranged by Paul Marchese, who's a local music educator and does some arrangements for us. He also sits in with us occasionally. So that will be the first one. And then, once we've pulled ourselves together after that moving performance, we're going to see if Grease really is the word.
were mine. I thought you were